It's alright, we'll get there.
Iggy, no more sleep.
Yeah, Iggy, no more sleeping.
Fine.
Let us
They go in the bag better that way.
venture forth.
Well, why do you want to put us in a bag, lady?
She didn't mean it.
Easier to carry.
It's a joke. It's a
I can walk. I have 2 legs. We're good.
Iggy, stop talking. We can't fix it. Okay, let's all go to town.
You guys all go to town.
Funky town.
You make
Via
it
Electric Avenue. Sorry.
it's about it takes you all day to get there. Again, it's starting to get a little bit towards the sun's still in the sky, but it's starting to get to sunset about when you're arriving.
Okay.
Give everybody making a perception check again. This is a gated city, so it's a walled city. There's definitely a wall around it. You can see where the gate is.
15. Oh, Sila gets 15.
Is that with a 20?
Yep.
Yes,
Roll a
D20.
d20 and then add your perception to it. So 7.
11.
Okay, so Tiara gets an 11. Sila.
I'm pretty sure it was a 15. I think I might have forgotten.
We've got it on record. April.
Iggy has a 16.
Reginald rolled a 5.
Reginald is still doing his hair.
Yeah, he's a little
My
distracted.
flowing golden red locks.
Iggy. You see what's almost become a familiar sight. As you're looking at the gate, there's actually a little welcome sign outside this gate that has nice little rose bushes planted around it. It says, "Welcome to Epiphany." But from what you can tell, it looks like there's a man laying on the ground with a giant dog on top of him who appears to be eating him.
Oh, jeez.
Now, you don't hear any screams or you don't hear any noises, but this is what you see. What do you do?
How close am I into this sign?
You're, again, about 300 feet. You're at the far
and
distance of vision. All you can make out is
How far am I away
shapes.
from the dog and the man?
300 feet.
Is he dead?
You can't see from here.
Is he moving?
You can't tell.
Well, he's not making noises.
The wolf's good.
Iggy, put the children to sleep for a minute until we can see the person's their dad that got dragged.
No, the dad's body was back there.
The hell
You
was
hear
that? That wolf is sick.
Is that the wolf or is that a dog?
Are you guys still moving forward? Did you stop dead in your tracks?
No, I didn't stop. I'm not really. If the man's not moving, I'm not going to attack the wolf.
Well, it's funny because you hear the barking and you kind of hear maybe some moaning or stirring.
The figure that you see is somewhat obfuscated because the dog is standing over him, and it looks like he's got top guard, if you will. You know what I mean? And the dog is obviously going for his face and neck. And everybody make me a perception check. And just go around the table with Sila.
15 again.
15. And Iggy.
17.
Reginald.
22.
Tiara's 24.
All right. Everybody catches this. You hear...
I figure he was licking him.
You hear... By the 9 hells... Not Scooby! You spilt my ale! And he kind of like tries to shove this dog off and pulls himself up halfway, props his back up against the Welcome to Epiphany sign, and starts wiping some, slobber and shit off his face. You also see immediately after that kind of kick up his tankard of ale that he has, or whatever it may be, and starts just immediately chugging the drink, and you don't hear what he says to the dog, but at that point I think the dog probably responds with an appropriate and sits down, and he gives him a drink of his beer out of his tankard.
He's an outstanding fella.
Right, so what would you guys like to do?
I think we approach.
Yeah, approach.
Tiara agrees. Approach.
So this time, Fred notices a group of travelers coming towards the front entrance. Fred, what would you like to do?
Well, hey guys.
What's up?
Hi.
Now, Fred is in Dandy's clothing, although it's the morning after, obvious, or even the evening after, if you will. Fred is obviously shit-faced. He's sharing his booze with the dog. He sees you and says, "Welcome to Epiphany." And he puts a big shit-eating grin on his face. Now, Fred is blonde. He's a relatively good-looking gentleman, except he's just been out in the muck for at least a couple hours in the afternoon or whatever, passed out, and is back up.
The dog immediately becomes alert and kind of concerned. He hears a couple of familiar voices. "Boy, sucks to have our parents slaughtered. I can't wait to see my aunt and uncle."
Ooh! Fred!
Well, he needs to see a doctor.
Look, I face the Fred faces the dog, and he gets a stern look on his face, and he says, "Look, we've gone through this before. If you want to be so much damned help, why don't you go ahead and just take him to my dad?" Okay.
Are we approaching?
At this point, the boy looks up at the group and goes, "Hey, Fred! Hey! How you doing?"
Oh, shit. By the 9 hells.
"Hey, can you take me out to the amusement park tomorrow?"
If it wasn't the 2 most annoying articulate children in Epiphany.
"Have you seen my aunt?"
Follow they're children. Follow the darn dog. Leave me alone. I just want to drink. I just want to finish up my drinking.
"Well, it's really good to see you again. I've got to go deal with some trauma."
Working on it myself, little man. Jinkies, by the way, would you like to drink? If you're traumatized, you could...
No.
Well, as funny as this sounds, Luke, the little kid, raises his hand and kind of sticks it out and gets this weird look on his face, and that beer just floats over to him.
Ghost!
And he's sitting on my shoulder, so I'm gonna knock that fucker out of the air.
And Fred yells "ghost" just like I did, and gets up and drunkenly starts to stumble toward the amusement park inside somewhere.
"Well, that was a giant party foul, lady, but that's okay. I'm a little kid and probably shouldn't drink beer anyway.
No!
Maybe
Tiara,
we should follow the dog."
Let's follow the dog.
Come with me. Tiara at that point goes, "What the hell just happened?" Because you just had a beer floating towards your hand.
Who is that
"Oh,
guy?
I don't know. Sometimes I have special powers and I think I can do things. I call it the Morse, because I can't think of a better name. Maybe when I'm older I will find something more appropriate. But right now, I have a lot of trauma to deal with and would really like to see my aunt and uncle. Maybe we can go to town."
I think it starts with an F.
Luckily, Leia's been asleep this whole time, right? See, I don't have to voice her.
Who was that guy? How do you know him?
Oh, that's Fred. He's the mayor's son.
Oh, he looks like a man.
He's pretty funny. He makes me laugh a lot, and he falls down all the time.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
We should follow Not Scooby here. He can take us to the constable. He'll help us out.
All right, not Scooby, lead the way.
Roll with me. Sure enough, there's this quasi-intelligent dog leading you guys along the way. And like, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but Fred is he's the head of security here in town. And like, he just basically sent you off with the dog. Like, no, follow him. He leads you to the constable's shack. So he takes you to, let me go ahead and get out the map at this point so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Here is the town of Epiphany. So you guys can kind of pass that around, check it out.
The building looks inappropriate.
Doesn't it? That's why I
I'm smack in the middle of the town.
And that just happens to be the shrine.
I know, April. You're no. Even if you turn it that way, it's still inappropriate.
Is it made out of silver?
some kind of gelatin-like material. You can't quite figure it out now.
It's too flexible, sturdy, and pliable.
It has kind of a skin tone look to it.
Or like a flesh.
Yes, flesh.
A light flesh.
Flesh look.
The
They're
enchantment.
kind of like a fleshlight.
We're sponsored by Fleshlight.
Hey, Fleshlight people, call us. I mean,
Yeah.
hell yeah, we'll take it.
I'll swing
Really?
Fleshlights like a motherfucker.
I don't know, man. Like, I don't think I could feel right promoting Fleshlight, my friend. I couldn't.
I could. Yeah. Oh yeah.
All right, well,
In a
Fleshlight
heartbeat.
people, call us. I got a couple of volunteers.
Fleshlight, MeUndies, all that shit, man. Send it our way. We'll figure it out.
Hey, you guys arrive at what's obviously the constable's shack because it literally says Constable's Shack on a big sign out front.
Oh, how nice of them.
Scooby leads the way up and reaches up and actually opens the door with his mouth. Like, this is a pretty intelligent dog, all in all. You go inside, and there is... Let's describe these characters. You guys know who Shaggy is from Scooby-Doo, right?
Right.
So you picture Shaggy in, like, a medieval constable's uniform. He is sitting behind a desk.
Oh boy.
And there's also this little halfling. Actually, gnome. I'm sorry. There's a little gnome sitting over in the corner, too. Gnome female with pigtails and some kind of watch apparatus. It seems to be very, very, let's just say, steampunk.
Right on.
You guys walk in, and immediately Shaggy and Shilling recognize Luke and Leia.
Zoinks! Hey, look! It's Luke and Leia! Scoob, you brought him right... Sorry, not Scoob, you brought him right to us!
That was a very good show.
Constable Shagwell, I'm really glad you found us. We've had some trouble. Would you guys like to explain?
I think
Wolves.
you're pretty good at it, Luke. Why didn't you tell him?
Wolves.
Because I'm going to be real quiet now. I'm tired. I think you guys should explain. You're probably way
Good
better at it than I am.
Constable, I am Lord Reginald Bartholomew Frothington V. You may call me Reggie if you like.
That's great, Reggie!
We
Not
were
bad.
traveling along on our way to your fine city when, just around dusk the day before, we noticed that there was a pack of wolves attacking these children's parents.
As you're saying your speech, which you will be able to continue with, the children immediately go up and they start cuddling with Shilling over in the corner.
We managed to chase off the wolves. However, the parents, unfortunately, did not make it through the attack.
Wow! That's like a total bummer, man!
Hey, I know I'm just a little boy and all, and I probably don't know too much because I'm only 4, but maybe, like, somebody should go get our aunt and uncle at this point that I've been asking for like, a couple of days. It
Oh,
seems
yeah! Yeah, Shilling! Could you go get their aunt and uncle? You know, Aunt Baru and Uncle Owen?
Yeah, they're probably out at the moisture farm.
Sure, I'll go find your aunt and uncle.
That farm sounds disgusting.
Thanks, Shilling!
The moisture farm.
Moist.
That word.
It's,
That word.
we're almost there. It's so clammy.
I just think mushrooms.
So, like, what brings you to town, man?
We found some kids.
We found some kids.
We were coming this way anyways.
We
didn't
were traveling towards your fine city.
But we did
to
find the
find.
kids.
We found a scroll that had a reward posted upon it to find out what the strange happenings were at ye old fun money pit amusement park.
Oh, wow, man. That's, like, so trippy because we have other people doing the same thing. We should go see the mayor.
Good idea.
About this time, the door opens up to the constable's shack, and 2 young teenager-looking stoner guys kind of walk in with a mustached Italian older gentleman kind of sitting behind them. First guy comes in, he's like, "Hi, I am